And that, that is actually me there, obviously, sitting in a car. There was actually a few more bits of footage that I actually filmed of myself, such as when he gets out of the car, I get out of the car and I go, "Bosh, chilly," and I point for him to tell him where to go, and he looks at me and turns around and like walks off and that. But when I filmed his stuff separately, and so he can get his bits done, and then I just filmed the stuff against me on my own because I don't really need anybody else. I thought, I just do myself quite easily. That's actually Alex in the background stabbing me. But yeah, most of the bits of footage of me were completely out of focus, or the white balance was off, or like the brightness was out, so I couldn't see through the screen of myself. So I just scratched it. Even that bit in the car is the brightness is configured to outside rather than inside the car, so it looks really weird. So I have to change it to make it look right. Even then, the quality looks bad. It's alright. Helps tell the story a bit more. As I said, this story is rather strange. And that's a very nice looking CG cow that I put in there. And there's Leo Tierney for his second debut in one of my films. So I can get him into all of my live action films. John plays quite a good farmer, actually. Yeah. There's not that many people who play farmers well, and John is one of those people that plays a farmer well. This location is actually just what is actually in Arlesey. It's just on a little off-road. That warehouse is just filled with, well, I don't know what it's filled with. You can never go inside because the entire place is locked. But I believe it's where they store tractors and things like that, because obviously they plough the fields around here. Have it, John. These two bits with John and Dave there were filmed independently from the bits with Dave, Layla and Alex, or Big Arse and Jack and Darcy. So I can just break up a bit more, so I can focus on bits rather than skimming through it an entire day, which I didn't want to do. So then he's actually not looking at anything. There, Layla's actually got Dave to actually look at, but he's not actually holding anyone because John wasn't there, because he wasn't needed for the second half, because he's dead. Okay, he gets shot in the brain. Okay. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk, Dave. What are you on about? It's never be cow rapist. It's madness. Most of these bits with Layla and Big Arse had to be had their audio redone, because there's so much wind, and then if you look behind him now, there's not much wind from his shots. But then we go a couple of weeks later, and you can see the plants behind him there, and even his hair moving all about, and there's a horrendous amount of wind. It was just destroying the microphone audio. It was hens. Would love to go back and actually change that again. It was hens. That's a real Alex line, that one. Innocent as a nun with crossed legs. I'm sure he said that to me a couple of times. That's probably where I got it from, actually. That eye patch is actually a pirate's eye patch, I believe. And that little gun there, oh, nice and weedy, flip loads of people's heads off. It's just a simple, detective special that you get from old, corner shops. I think they cost like 99p or something. But if you spray paint it with a, what they're called, not filler, but a lacquer thing, it gives it a nice shiny feel, or a shinier than it was beforehand, so it looks a bit better. CG cow, voiced by my sister, in fact, because she's cow. That knife is actually a kitchen knife. He'd actually bring in a oh, and that bucket there is actually digital. It was originally him just extending his leg out, going and die. But obviously kicking the bucket, he actually came up with that idea, but I didn't have enough time to actually put it in, so I just put it in digitally. But yeah, there was actually going to be an actual plastic knife that he brought in, but it didn't look very good on camera, so I was just using good old-fashioned metal knife and hoped that he didn't stab him. Those legs are actually mine. I think I can tell from the boots which are actually that he's wearing is mine. Very strange cow, that one. I love that little bit. They just points him right in the chest and he's like, oh, right in the chest. Probably got him right in the nipple or something. It's like, oh. And then the last bits that you see of this film is Layla's arse bouncing up and down. Sweetness. So yeah, that was the Assassin's Eye. Quite a strange film, you might admit. A bit stranger than my Bart and CC one. But hopefully my next one should make a bit more sense. So thank you for watching and good night.